What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, I gave you an update on Jasmy a couple days ago, and I'd like to refresh you on what its price is doing right now. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Well, in the last video, we were talking about the fact that Jasmy was putting in some bullish structures. We actually noted the fact that we had a cup and handle pattern forming, and as you can see here, we were talking about the fact that there was seemingly a potential break to the upside, which could be a pretty solid percentage gain from there if you wanted to take on that trade. Well, what we can see here is that we actually did get that move that we spoke about in that video, and Jasmy's price did pump up about 26% towards the top side of this price zone. Let's go ahead and pull that up. There you go. Your price zone sitting roughly around 0.033, 0.032. We fell a little bit short of it, but we did get roughly up towards that area, reaching some of these previous points of resistance. So pretty much completing and executing on this cup and handle breakout target like we thought it very well could. So of course, shout out to those of you who got in on that. I know one of you that messaged me over on the Discord, you said you went in on like 5x leverage, I think, and you pulled out a 17% gainer. So I don't want to do the exact math right now, but that's roughly like 70-80% gains. So of course, congrats to you guys. But I really want to update you more on what's happening now and where we're going from here, or seemingly going from here. So what we can see is that now that Jasmy's price has seemingly broken out and executed on this bullish target and bullish breakout target that it had, we're now starting to see a bit of a pullback. You can quite clearly see we put in something of a double top right here, right? Two little highs with that little MLS right in there. And so seemingly it does seem as if Jasmy is trying to cool down from this beautiful move in which it made. And that's honestly not worrying in my opinion, right? Whenever you see a pump of about 65% for a crypto of this size, we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars channeling in market cap, it is not shocking or surprising to see a bit of a pullback in price. That's rather normal. But what I will say is that ideally speaking, we do start to see this cool down start to relax. We find some support and we look for that bounce pretty soon. And I think it is actually important that we see this happen sooner than later, because if Jasmy's price is capable of doing that, this could be the confirmed breakout of this downtrend that we've been looking for ever since it really realistically started. You know, this downtrend started right here around, let's see what date that is, June 7th of 2024, and of course it wasn't really the best. You know, like we saw Jasmy's price pull to the downside, guys, 56%, and of course that got really ugly. But I told you all at some given point I was expecting that Jasmy's price was going to break out of this downtrend it was in, and it seems as if this could be the confirmed breakout that we've been looking for, especially now that we've fully executed on this breakout target from this cup and handle pattern. We reached up towards some of these previous liquidity levels and are now starting to cool down. But what we need to see from this given point, moving forward from the breakout here, is we need to see the higher low established, and we still need to see this thing truly being able to put in some higher highs, right? Realistically speaking, sure, if we're looking at this high right here to this high, we put in a higher high. But from a more macro perspective, or even if we go out to the dailies, it doesn't really feel that way as much. It feels like more of an equivalent high. You know, if we draw that across right there, you can see that Jasmy's price, yes, it got the breakout, but we're still setting an equivalent, if not lower highs from this downtrend in which we've been in. And so what I need to see from Jasmy is that its price is capable of starting the new uptrend, setting in the higher low, coming back down here, finding some support, and then breaking above 0.03163. If we're capable of doing that, then that puts us in a position in perspective in which I think now we're set to go to confirm that we've broken out of this downtrend. Now we're no longer in the macro downtrend, and now the door is back open towards the upside in which we can pursue pushing up towards 5 cents, which is where I think that Jasmy is heading towards. Now, a cool thing to think about is that if this is the case, and if we do establish a higher low, maybe around 0.025, 0.03, or 0.027, somewhere around there, what you can see is that that would give us another more macro cup and handle pattern. You could even consider it some sort of inverse head and shoulders. It's kind of up to you. I'm more open to the idea that this is another cup and handle pattern, especially if we put in structure of this nature. And the coolest part about that is that if we were to execute on that like we did similarly with the micro one, that does give us a breakout target that aligns directly with that 5 cent target that we've been having for the last few months. And so things are seemingly preparing themselves for a possible move for Jasmy to the upside. I really just need to see that this thing can hold some support and continue upwards. And so my game plan right here is I'm not opening up any leverage long trades. I'm not doing that. I'm not opening any long trades in general, but what I am doing is I am accumulating a little bit of Jasmy into my long-term portfolio. I am dollar cost averaging as we are pursuing some of these lower lows, because to me it feels very likely that we will make that move that I'm talking about, that we will try to find some support on one of these levels, set the higher low, and then look for a rebound to the upside. This is what I feel like is going to happen, and it doesn't have to be right now, right? It might be in a couple weeks. It might take a little while. You never really know. But I think this is going to happen. I don't think we're gonna lose this lowest low. I don't think we're going anywhere below 2 cents right now. And so because of that, I am comfortable doing a little accumulating, expecting some type of move, but that's just my bullish conviction. Of course, you need to, of course, establish your own thesis. And so with that in mind, that's where I am with Jasmy right now. We made a beautiful move out of this cup and handle pattern. We made the breakout target that we talked about. Some of you won on those trades. Now its price is pulling back. Now I'm doing a little accumulating, expecting we can find the higher low and start to pursue some of these higher highs. And so, of course, because of that, I will continue to update you as this does play out. And so, of course, I hope you guys do enjoy these Jasmy updates. Guys, if you do, all I need you to do is just drop a like. And if you comment on the video, it also helps it out a ton. So feel free to do so. But if not, you just tuning in means enough to me. And so with that said, of course, again, I hope you guys did enjoy. And I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.